हेलो एंड वेलकम गाइस टू अपग्रेड। आज के वीडियो में एक प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन डिस्कस करेंगे। ये प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन पेपर है इसरो की एक यूनिट स्पेस एप्लीकेशन सेंटर अहमदाबाद का फॉर द पोस्ट ऑफ टेक्नीशियन बी इन द ट्रेड इलेक्ट्रीशियन। ये एग्जामिनेशन हुआ था 18 नवंबर 2018 को। टाइम दिया गया था 1 आवर 30 मिनट का। टोटल 90 क्वेश्चंस पूछे गए थे और टोटल 90 मार्क्स का एग्जामिनेशन था। इसरो की ही कुछ यूनिट्स एनआरएससी और एसएससी का कुछ प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन मैंने ऑलरेडी इस चैनल पर अपलोड किया है। अगर आपने वो वीडियो नहीं देखा है तो डिस्क्रिप्शन में मैं उसको लिंक डाल दूंगी, आप वहां से ज़रूर चेकआउट कर सकते हैं। वो आपके आने वाले एग्जामिनेशन के लिए ज़रूर हेल्पफुल होगा। 2018 का ये प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन है। यहाँ पर डिटेल एनालिसिस करेंगे, हर क्वेश्चन को डिटेल में डिस्कस करेंगे। तो अगर आप इस चैनल पर पहली बार विजिट करें तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करिएगा, इस वीडियो को लाइक ज़रूर करिएगा। तो बिना किसी देरी के आज का वीडियो शुरू करते हैं। पहला क्वेश्चन है, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग सिंगल फेज मोटर्स परफॉर्म बेटर पावर फैक्टर। निम्नलिखित में से कौन सी एक कलीय मोटर बेहतर शक्ति गुणक सहित काम करती है। ऑप्शंस आर यूनिवर्सल मोटर, रिपल्सन मोटर, कैपेसिटर स्टार्ट मोटर एंड कैपेसिटर रन मोटर। करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज ऑप्शन डी, दैट इज कैपेसिटर रन मोटर. This acts and it performs with a better power factor. Next is, in a shaded pole single phase motor, the revolving field is produced by. Options are capacitor, regulator, shading ring and winding. Correct answer is, it is produced by the shading ring. In a shaded pole single phase motor, the revolving field is always produced by the shading ring. Next is, the end lead of a coil 1 is connected to the beginning of the coil placed at a distance equal to pole pitch. It placed at a distance equal to one pole pitch is called. It is called as simple wave winding. Option B. Next is, in India, high voltage transmission is mostly by. It is mostly done by the overhead system. Correct option is option A. Next question is, ACSR conductors have. Options are all conductors made of aluminium. B is outer conductor made of aluminium. C is inner conductor made of aluminium. And D is no conductor made of aluminium. The correct answer will be the ACSR conductors will have the inner conductor made up of the core conductor, that is the inner conductor made up of aluminium. So the correct option is option C. Next is, a fuse in a circuit provides protection against. The fuse provides the protection against the short circuit and the overload. Correct option is option C. Next question is, above floor level a switch shall be installed at a height of. The switch shall be installed at a height of 1.5 meter from the ground. Correct option is option D. Next is, the illumination required for workplace where fine work is performed. Then the illumination will be the order of, it should be at the order of 1000 lumens per meter. Correct option is option A. In mercury vapor lamp, the resistor is connected in series with auxiliary electrode. What is the purpose of resistor connected to it? The options are to limit the power factor, to limit the starting current, to limit the voltage, or to limit the energy. So, the resistor is connected in series with the auxiliary electrode. The purpose of this resistor is to limit the starting current. The correct option is option B. Optocoupler are used for electric isolation between two circuits. So, an optocoupler is a single package of an LED and a photodiode. Correct option is option B. What type of insulators are used for holding the high tension overhead conductor on a straight running poles? These are the pin type insulators which are used for holding the high tension overhead conductors. Next is, in electrical machines the laminated cores are used with a view to reduce. These are used to reduce the eddy current losses. In case of arc welding, one should protect his eyes by using dark glass screens. We can protect our eyes during the case of arc welding. Next is, 60 watt and 40 watt lamps are of the same voltage rating. The resistance of 40 watt lamp is, as we all know, the formula P is equals to V square by R, voltage being the constant or the same, so the power has an inversely relation with the resistance. If the power value is high, then the resistance value will be low and vice versa. So here the power 40 watt lamp as compared to 60 watt has a low value of power. So here the resistance of the 40 watt will be higher than the 60 watt lamps. So the correct answer is option C, that is higher than the 60-watt lamps. Next question is, dash type of fire, both foam and dry power fire extinguishers can be used. The correct answer is option B, that is class B type. Next is, the breather is used in a transformer to supply dry airs. Correct option is option D. It is used in a transformer to supply dry air. A lead acid battery should not be left in discharge state for long, otherwise the plates will be sulfated. Correct option is option A. Mica is Mica is a conductor, insulator, semiconductor or superconductor. Mica is a insulator. Correct option is option B. Next question is, for a sinusoidal waveform, form factor is, for sinusoidal waveform form factor is 1.11. Next question is, the amount of current flowing through a resistance depends on, the amount of current flowing through a resistance depends on the applied voltage and ohmic value of resistance. Correct option is option C. Next is, an alternator doesn't contain one of the following. The alternator doesn't contain the commutator. Next question is, what is the value of current I5 in a given circuit? So here, as we all know, according to Kirchhoff's current law, incoming current is equals to the outgoing current. So here, according to Kirchhoff's current law, incoming current is equals to the outgoing current. So accordingly, we will add all the current values and I5 we will get minus 11 ampere. So according to the option, the current value is not mentioned. So accordingly, either the options are given misprinted or the question is given wrong. Moving on to the next question, the RMS value of sinusoidal 80 volt peak to peak signals is. So we here peak to peak given is 80 volt and the formula is for the peak to peak is 2 times the maximum value of the voltage. So Vmax here can be calculated as 80 divided by 2, that is 40 volt. We will get the Vmax value. So accordingly, a Vrms we have to calculate. Vrms is equals to V maximum by root 2. So here V maximum value is 40 divided by root 2 volts. The correct option is option C, that is 40 divided by root 2. With increase in temperature, the resistance of copper will, as we all know, here the copper is metal and metals are the positive temperature coefficient of resistance. As the temperature increases, the resistance also increases. So here is, the temperature when increases, the resistance will also increase. The correct option is option B. Next is, potentiometer is used to provide. So the potentiometer is used to provide. The correct answer is option B, that is, a potentiometer is used to provide a variable resistance value. Next is, for RLC circuit at resonance frequency. So at resonance frequency in RLC circuit, the current is maximum and XL is equals to XC and impedance becomes equals to the resistance and the power factor becomes unity. Here the current will be maximum and it will be in the phase with the applied voltage. So the correct answer is option A, that is, for RLC circuit the current is maximum and is in the phase with the applied voltage at resonant frequency. Next question is, the resistance value of carbon resistor having orange, red, brown and golden color bands is. So let's first of all write down the color coding, starting with the black, then comes brown, red, followed by orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, grey, white. And here the tolerance is gold, silver and lastly comes of none. The coding starts with 0, then brown code is 1, red is 2, orange is 3, yellow 4, green 5, blue 6 or violet 7, grey 8 and white code is 9. So here the color question is given as, the color coding is orange, red. Starting with the orange, the color code for orange is 3, then red code is 2, then the brown, here it is in the multiplier place, so brown code is 1, that is multiplied by, here the brown code is 1, so we will multiply it by 10 to the power 1. Last color is the golden, so here it is, the tolerance is plus minus 5% for the gold, Silver is plus minus 10% and for the none is plus minus 20%. So here the question given is for the gold, so it will be plus minus 5%. The correct answer is option C, that is 320 ohm plus minus 5%. Which of the following conductors is used in bulbs? In bulbs, we use tungsten. Correct option is option A. Next is in electrical power converted into heat when an alternating current flows through an ohmic resistance is. It is the true power. Correct option is option A. Next question is which of the following material is used for making split rings? Options are wrought iron, copper, cast iron and aluminium. Correct answer is it is made up of coppers. Next is a practical method to improve the lagging power factor of fluorescent lamp is to. It is to connect a capacitor across a circuit. Option B is the correct answer. So it is a practical method of a fluorescent lamp. If it is working on a lagging power factor, if we connect a capacitor across it, then the power factor will improve. What is the advantage of stranded conductor over the solid conductor? The advantage is its more flexibility. Correct option is option A. Next is 4 heaters of rating 1 kilowatt 250 volt each are available. How will you connect them for maximum heat? So to get maximum heat, we will connect all of these in parallel. Correct option is option B. Next question is normally metals are good conductor of electricity. Which of the good conductor in terms of conductivity? Which is the good conductor in terms of conductivity? So according to the options, the highest conductivity is of silver. Correct answer is silver. Next is efficiency of a power transformer is of the order of about nearly 98%. Correct option is option D, about 98% is the efficiency of a power transformer. Next question is what is the fundamental property of insulating material? Options are low breakdown voltage, no. High dielectric strength, yes it is true. Less flexibility, no. Hygroscopic, no. The correct option is option B, that is the fundamental property, the most important property of insulating material is to be its high dielectric strength. Next question is power factor of an AC circuit is given by. So as we all know, cos phi can be written as P by S, that is active or real power divided by apparent power, or R by Z, which is can be also written as the active power can be also denoted by kilowatt divided by kilovolt ampere. So according to the option, all the above options are correct. So the correct answer is option D, that is all of these. Next is in which of the following motor external resistance can be added to start the motor? So external resistance can be added in it is slip ring induction motor. The fuse current is related to the fuse wire diameter defined by. It is defined by I is directly proportional to D to the power 3 by 2. So the correct option is option C. Here it is a printing mistake, but the relation is but the relation between the fusing current and the fusing diameter is I is directly proportional to the diameter to the power 3 by 2. Next question is a step up transformer increases. Step up transformer always increases the voltage. Correct option is option A. Next is a single phasing. If a single phasing of a three-phase motor occurs during running condition, the motor will become noisy, but it will still keeps running. Since it is called the single phasing, the motor will continue to run with the vibrations and it will make noise and it will run on the reduced speed. Correct option will be option D. Synchronous motor is installed at receiving end of substation 2. It is installed to improve the power factor of the system. Correct option is option A. Next is fusing factor is. The fusing factor is it is the ratio of the minimum fusing current to the current rating of the fuse. Correct option is option A. During charging, the electrolyte of a lead acid cell becomes. During charging, the electrolyte of a lead acid cell becomes more stronger. Next question is, which tool is used to measure the size of the conductor? So standard wire gauge is used to measure the size of a conductor. So we use ohm meter. To check the continuity of an electrical circuit. Next is, short circuit protection is provided in a circuit breaker by. Options are frequency release, thermal release, magnetic release or low voltage release. Correct answer is, it is provided by the thermal release. Short circuit protection is provided in a circuit breaker by thermal release. Correct option is option B. Oil is used in a power transformer for. Options are lubrication, cooling, resistance or no purpose. Oil is used in a power transformer for cooling purpose. Next is, ELCB are specially used to disconnect the supply under. Options are short circuit condition, ground fault condition, open circuit condition or overload condition. So ELCBs are specially used to disconnect the supply under the ground fault condition. Correct option is option B. Next question is, which of the following transformer connections are best suited for 3-phase 4-wire service? So it is a delta star condition which is best suited for a 3-phase 4-wire service. Ground resistance should be designed such that the ground resistance should be as low as possible. Correct option is option A. Before removing the ammeter from current transformer, its secondary must be short circuited in order to avoid. Options are excessive heating of the core, high secondary EMF, increase in the iron losses or all of the above. Correct option is option B, that is high secondary EMF. Which one of the following is the minimum size of copper earth continuity conductor for domestic installation having 5 ampere capacity? It is 1.5 mm square. Correct option is option A. Next is, when the pointer of a mega reaches close to 0, the resistance being measured is. When the mega reaches close to 0, the resistance being measured is small. A metal plate, pipe or other conductor or an array of conductors electrically connected to the general mass of earth is called. It is called as the earth electrode. Correct option is option B. Of the following statement concerning parallel operation of transformer, the one which is not correct is. First option is, the transformer must have equal voltage ratings. It is true. Next is, transformer must have same ratio of transformation. It is also true. The transformer must be operated at the same frequency. Yes. And the transformer must have equal kVA ratings. It is not necessary to have both the transformer must have same kVA ratings. So option D is the correct answer as this statement is false. So moving on to the next question. It should be connected in 6 cells in series. The 6 cells should be connected in series in order to get a group of 12 volt supply. Next is, in some fluorescent lamp installations, wheels of rotating machinery appears to be stationary. It is due to the stroboscopic effect. Next question is, a 120 ampere hour capacity battery can deliver a current of 8 ampere for a period of, here given is 8 ampere, we have to calculate the time in hour. So T is equals to 120 divided by 8. We get 15 hours. The correct option is option B. Current transformers are used for the measurement of. It is used for the measurement of current. Correct option is option C. Next is, cells are connected in parallel to. These are connected in parallel to increase the ampere hour capacity of the cell. Option B is the correct answer. Options are voltmeter ammeter method, bridge method, multimeter or Megger. The resistance can be measured more accurately by using the bridge method. Correct option is option B. Next is, the formula to find out the quantity of electricity Q is. As we all know, the formula is charge is equals to current into time. The correct option is option C, that is Q is equals to I into T. Next question is, which of the following is not the property of magnet? So Correct option is option C, that is, unlike poles repel each other and like poles attract each other is not the property of magnet. Next is direction of rotation of a single phase induction motor can be reversed by. It can be reversed by reversing the connection of either starting winding or the running winding. So the correct option is option B, that is reversing the connection of the starting winding. Next question is Tesla is a unit of flux density, which is represented by B. Question is, a pure capacitive load is connected across 230 volt 50 Hz AC supply. The power factor of load is, since the load is purely capacitive, the power factor is unity. Correct option is option B. The impedance of series RLC circuit is, the impedance of series RLC circuit is represented as Z is equals to root of R square plus XL minus XC ka whole square. Correct option is option C. The full load copper loss of a transformer is 1600 watt. At half load the copper loss will be. So at half load the copper loss is 1 by 2 whole square multiplied by copper loss at full load. On solving this we will get as 400 watt as half load copper loss. Correct option is option D. Next question is which one which one of the following LED emits an invisible light? Options are laser LED, infrared LED, bicolor LED or tricolor LED. Correct answer is option B. It is infrared LED emits an invisible light. The unit of impedance is ohms. Correct option is option C. Next question is the no load test on a transformer is carried out to determine. The no load test on a transformer is always carried out to determine the magnetizing current as well as the no load losses. Correct option is option C. In the metal conduit system of wiring where there is a zigzag wall projection, the cables can be run by using. Options are standard solid bands, standard inspection bands, metal flexible conduit or offset bands. Correct answer is option C, that is it is run by using metal flexible conduits. Next is the full form of MCCB is. It is the molded case circuit breaker. Option A is the correct answer. Next is in transformer the tap changings are connected to. It is always connected to the high tension side. Correct option is option A. The force which produces movement of a pointer of an instrument is called. Options is deflection force, deflecting force, controlling force, damping force, distracting force. Correct answer is option A. The force which produces the movement of a pointer is the deflecting force. Next is a voltmeter should have high internal resistance. High internal resistance. If we talk about the ammeter, then ammeter should have low internal resistance. That is why ammeters are always connected in series. Voltmeter, it has the high internal resistance. That's why these are connected always in the parallel. The meters installed at your house to measure electric energy is an example of. It is an example of integrating type instruments. Correct option is option C. Next is the B series MCB is used to protect. It is used to protect the locomotive equipments. Next question is by which law the direction of induced EMF will be identified? So it can be identified by using the Lenz law. Correct option is option C. Next is uninterrupted power supply system, that is the UPS is provided to protect critical loads against. It is provided to protect the critical loads against all of the above. That is, it provides the protection against the failure of the main power supply also, sags and swells in the supply voltage also, transients in incoming supply. So the correct option is option D. Which type of DC generator is called constant voltage generator? Options are DC series generator, DC shunt generator, DC long shunt compound generator or DC short shunt compound generator. The constant voltage generator is the DC shunt generator. Correct option is option B. The speed of an induction motor. The speed of an induction motor decreases slightly with the increase in the load. Correct option is option C. Next is the copper loss of a transformer using the maximum efficiency is 1000 watt. What will be the iron loss? So during the maximum efficiency, we know the core loss is always equals to the copper loss. So in this condition, the copper loss here the copper loss given is 1000 watt. So to attain the maximum efficiency in a transformer, the copper loss must be equal to the core loss. So the core loss or the iron loss must be equal to 1000 watt. Correct option is option B. Next is breaking capacity of MCB is generally. It is generally, correct option is below 2 kilo ampere. Next is which type of transformer does not isolate the secondary? So the options are potential transformer, auto transformer, distribution transformer, or the current transformer. The option is option B, that is auto transformer doesn't isolate the secondary. The starting torque of a single phase induction motor is zero. Correct option is option D. Next is the transformer used in conjunction. The transformer used in conjunction with voltmeter is called potential transformer. The standard rating of secondary of potential transformer is, correct option is 110 volt. The correct answer is 110 volt. So these are the total 90 questions which I have discussed, which were asked in the examination for the post of technician B in the trade electrician. So if you have any confusion in any question, if you find any doubt, you can comment down in the comment section. I will surely try to resolve your queries. If you find this video helpful, do like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel.